get laid.
No, they usually just attract more gay men.
Correct. I'm flipping your fucking nails
Episode
again.
episode 17.
Episode 17. Do girls
Girls
prefer?
are only into men. Girls prefer
Do girls prefer?
bodybuilders.
Or how about this? Do girls prefer guys with
Do
muscles?
girls prefer?
Like, is that a prerequisite?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Girls prefer guys with muscles. Totally not true. Um, However, I think that depends on you and what's valuable to you.
Yeah.
Like for me, I've dated men where it almost came down to an apology because I was at the gym and they were out, like totally out, you know? And I prefer guys who do lift, but they don't need to be shredded bodybuilder status. So like more like I guess it's always been more like a strongman power lifter build per se.
Athletic.
Yeah, so they're still
Got
athletic
some
in some
muscle. He's got
way.
some strength. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they're
Yeah.
not necessarily shredded.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause I don't even know if I could compete with somebody at the same time. I'll be honest, like I might kill you.
No, it's tough. We've done that in my household. It was not.
Not
Yeah.
easy.
No,
Oh my God.
no. There's nothing easy about it.
Oh my God. If you guys survive that, fuck.
We did. We actually did. Well, I'll tell you what. I think some guys believe that the bigger their muscles are, the more they're gonna get laid.
No, they usually just attract more gay men.
Correct. I remember, and I remember being younger or whatever, and I can say that yes, my muscles got me laid a few times because I was like that. Just girls were just so like whatever. Every time you run into one that's really into that, she's like, "Oh
Yeah,
man, I
no,
like your biceps." The next thing, it's like I remember literally a situation where that happened. I remember going, "Wow," but in general, I can say that
mhm.
it is not a game changer at all,
No,
at all.
no, it hurts. It hurts
Well,
me.
that might have more to do with the size of not his muscles, but I'm just anyway.
It,
But
I need muscular and comfort.
but I think it's some guys. It's weird. Like as I've
They
gotten
think.
bigger and bigger, and I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what? I want you to hear. I'm shrinking down, right? Legit for health reasons, for a lot of
Right.
reasons, and
Good
getting
reason.
big. I decided, the decision not to get bigger happened years ago. But it was just naturally because I lift fucking all the time, and naturally just kind of slowly got bigger, big every year, a couple pounds, whatever. But now I'm consciously getting smaller. But I can say that the only people that I will be maybe disappointing are some gym bros. It's
Yeah,
like, I
yeah,
have to
that's
remind myself
me.
that sometimes, like, whether I'm 230 or 210 or whatever, no one gives a flying fuck. Like,
No, no.
if you're ripped and you're on 180, you have just as much respect. More girls want to bang you, and you probably have a lot of respect for most guys. For most dudes, you might have the gym bros like, oh, he's tiny, whatever. I can. It's like
I
you got
mean,
to get over that
okay,
shit.
like I'll admit because I'm a lifter girl, I do want you to be bigger than me.
There you go.
It kind of gives me a
Sure,
complex.
yeah, sure.
Like I have shoulders and lats. I'm upper body. It's hard for me to get my legs. That's what's really hard for me. So when I feel like I'm wider and broader than you, kind of freaks me out. Or
Of
even
course,
my legs are bigger than yours. That's a miracle because I've been working really hard on my legs for years,
right?
and it's still the hardest thing for me to grow. But it'll give me a complex because you're not bigger than me. Now, I didn't say like shredded bodybuilder, all of the muscle. And I'll admit, like the first time that guy ever came around, yeah, it was kind of fun, But I think that was more like a fun thing than like an actual. I only seek that.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it's going to come down to how compatible are you. In the end, the body might not even like my wife give a fuck about my body at this point. It's just whatever, really, you know. So, but
Yeah.
that's not even. It becomes irrelevant eventually. But I think initially, some
Well, and I
guys gonna realize like, I want to be so big. I remember being like 21. That was like, whatever,
the
fuck,
thing.
yeah, and I can say like now here when I finally get bigger, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to be smaller. It's like, and
No,
I
same.
can tell you like, well, yeah, like, you get the compliments from the girls, whatever. But whether I'm 190 or 230, like, fuck, I think more girls think I'm more attractive at 190, straight up. You
Yeah,
know,
I've seen that. I have
right?
seen
And
that.
it's just the way it is. So I think sometimes guys are chasing the. I don't know. If you want to be Mr. Olympia, cool, but make sure you have the right genetics for it in the first place. And then if you don't, you're gonna realize that. And
And a
the next thing
truly
is,
special
who are you
woman who
impressing?
wants to be patient with an Olympia guy.
Right, right. But if the goal is just to get big and you think it's gonna get you more laid,
No, yeah,
it's just it's not gonna happen.
that's out.
It's not gonna happen. But I know guys actually do think that.
But and now there's like the guys who like chubby girls, the girls who like chubby bearded guys, the girls who like
Hmm.
just tiny, skinny little washboard looking
Yeah,
sticks. Like
like washboard
some they
actual
find the
looking
big
dicks
ones
or
intimidating.
the
Like I've
guys
heard
the dick.
like little girls be like these guys are scary as hell to me.
Yeah, right, right.
Like they're terrified of them. Like that thing will hurt me.
Yeah, I think if it comes like if you want to be attractive to the opposite sex, it's probably just be in shape. Be in shape. Every girl's gonna have their preferences either way, but I don't. I think for the majority, it's not being 230 pounds. It's not gonna be getting you
No.
laid. In fact, it's probably gonna get you less laid. You probably get more confidence from the gym bros.
Yeah. I mean,
But
for a while though, like I went to only like I only wanted you if you were like in the 230 to 300 range, but that's not shredded.
yeah, right. And not just a certain girls will like that. Let's sure, right. Some girls might
It
not give a shit
is.
either way. Like, wow, he's a cool guy. He's whatever. I don't care. He's 250. He's one, whatever. No, but I don't think
Mine's
you're getting more laid. I know you're not getting more laid
no,
because you're
no.
bigger. But I
Well, and
know
like
how guys' minds think. And I used to
my
think that.
desire is like a safety thing, not not because I desire that look. It's like I just feel safer.
Well, yeah, you want. I agree. I think guys need to have some muscle. They can't be little pussy boys and all that shit. But I'm
Yeah, a little
saying,
twig's not
yeah,
gonna
you can't be a little
protect me.
twig. But I think in general, the only people, it's like if you're bigger. Now that I've been bigger, I'm like, yeah, maybe it's cool because I'll impress the other dudes at the gym. It's like, that's
That
probably it.
you know what freaks me out? Tiny hands. Tiny hands freak me out. Like the BK commercial.
That's freaky though. Those hands, man.
If they have like little tiny baby hands, I
Mm.
will be scared. I will be terrified.
Those guys'
Big
hands are
or small,
small.
it's the fucking hands.
Those hands are small in that dude in that commercial.
Oh god. Oh, it's like
Maybe want to eat
touching
a
someone
fucking
with a
Whopper.
nub.
Maybe you
Like
want to
I'm gonna
stop
nub
eating
you.
Whoppers. You know what I mean? What if you get hands like that because you eat Whoppers? You know what I
No,
mean?
no, fuck, no.
Maybe that's what it is. Guy had too many of those Whoppers. Got some weird shit in there.
Maybe,
Now he's got small hands.
yeah. He didn't get alien powers or anything. Just got
Maybe he grew somewhere else, but his hand got small.
fuck. But this is what I'm saying. Like, guys don't need to be huge, but we all have different ideas of what's good looking.
Yeah, oh yeah, no matter what. Some girls will love guys 250. I think,
Right.
yeah, no matter what, you can have a range. I'm saying probably in general, girls are not like, well, that dude's 250, so I probably have to date him versus the guy standing next to him was one.
No. Yeah.
But
No.
guys
In fact,
actually believe, like legit, why is she hanging out with him? Like he's fucking small.
no. No.
I've
And
heard, I've actually heard guys say this. That's why it makes me laugh.
And that makes me laugh too because I've also heard women who are like, "Oh fuck, he's probably not intelligent."
Yeah, the stereotype, which
They'll
sucks.
stereotype the muscle guy and be like, "He's a dumbass. Like I would never go for him because he's just a big dumb rock."
True, that is a problem, especially for guys like
Yeah,
me. And then I show them, oh,
that's
I'm a
why guys
fucking engineer.
sure shit cannot be like, "I have to be this size to be more laid," because I literally have seen women who be like, "Nah, they're gonna be dumb as shit. Like I'm not gonna deal with that."
You're less likely to get laid as you get bigger.
I think so.
In
Really?
general, yeah, I think it's true.
Yeah. I think it takes a rare person who wants to date that giant.
Yeah, and in the end, it won't matter. But the initial impression, you're probably less likely to get laid as you get bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, because you might not have the opportunity to even have that conversation, so you can say, "Oh, this guy's pretty smart" or whatever. It's like, oh, he's a fucking meathead. There goes the meathead. It's true.
It's true. No, because
Sergeant
some of the
Meathead.
big ones, whenever I'd go out, like they'd only have other men approach them, not women.
Right.
Unless it was like a cougar getting her fantasy out, like, oh, I want
Yeah.
to touch the muscles.
It might get you laid. No, believe me, it
That's
has
when it's a
definitely
fantasy.
100%. But I'm saying, yeah, the general population. If you're in your mind, you're chasing getting big because it's gonna get you laid. You gotta let that go. It's not gonna happen. Doesn't work like
Yeah,
that.
let it go.
Like, and then who are you
Just
impressing?
if you
Couple
like
of
working
couple
out,
of
great.
dudes. Yeah,
Yeah, like,
yeah. No, it's not
but also
absolutely.
like
There's nothing
a
wrong with any of it.
woman
Obviously, I'm
is
fucking.
probably gonna love you.
What's that?
Right. Yeah, no, you don't have to be huge to be desired. Like
Right. I think you should be in shape and
it's
you
not
take
a
care of
thing.
yourself. Yeah, it's not. It's not. But yeah, it's not for that. You have to do it for whatever reasons. Like being 230 for me with my small frame did it.
Because you want to.
Well, yeah, it wasn't about being 230. Eventually, no. When I was young, I was like, oh, I'll get it big. No, but then eventually it was like, no, there was no. That wasn't what it was at all. It's just you keep lifting over time. You, if you're doing it right and eating right, you
Yeah,
gain 2 pounds, 2 pounds. Oh, after 20 plus years of
right.
doing it, what do you expect is going to
Just
happen? You know, now you're getting. Now I'm in a situation where I'm like,
well, yeah, it's a
wow, I
lot of
actually officially
compounding.
need to lose some muscle. It's like great because my blood pressure hates me. But like,
Right,
if I were doing this to like thinking it's going to make me cool or get me laid or whatever, it's just that's not the case. It's just, none of those things are going to happen.
right,
You're going to impress a lot of dudes, little gym
right.
bros, couple gym bros. Dude, why are you getting smaller? Yeah, it
A lot of
sucks.
gay
You
guys.
got to hear your ego get a little deflated there. Whatever. I got over that a long time ago. Just like ego lifting. I stopped lifting heavy after tearing my chest off.
As a
It's like doesn't make a difference. I'll grab a 5 pound dumbbell and do some shoulder. Doesn't even affect me. And I got guys over there
yeah,
screaming, and my shoulder's still
no.
bigger. So what do I care? You know.
Oh my God, Max! I had this dude at the gym moan and fucking. I haven't had a creep for a while at the gym, and I did the other day, and he everywhere I go, he's moaning, screaming, like just like you could tell he was trying to just everywhere I'd move. Like this is a big place. This is fucking Lifetime. This is a club. It's not a small little anytime or something. Everywhere I'm going, he's right next to me, fucking moaning. And then he comes up to
He's in a
me like
porn video.
numerous
That
times. He's
motherfucker's in a
like,
porn video.
I'm here training famous forces. My dad or my boss just gave me a Lambo. I'm here for 3 hours a day. I'm like, I've never seen you here in my life, and I've been going here for a year. I find that very highly fucking unlikely. And he's like, I cook everything. I cook everything. You do you like what do you like to eat? And blah 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, I'm trying to work out. Please stop. And he's like, yeah. I got like 2 more hours to go. I'm like, that's great. And then he'd resume moaning, like doing shoulder presses with fucking obnoxious weight, moaning on every single one he did up. I'm like, and like the whole gym is stopping and like looking at him like, really, guy?
Did he get
Really?
laid? Do you think he got laid on? Do you think that worked for him? Did he walk out of that gym?
No.
Did he
Fucking
walk out of that gym with 3 chicks on each arm?
that dude looked like he was also like 49.
Did he walk out of the gym with chicks?
No.
No.
He was trying to walk out with me.
Does he? So he walked out with
I
a
called
zero.
Grayson.
Yeah, so he walked out with a big fat zero.
I was like, I have a guy. Please go back to your workout. Wouldn't stop. So I fucking FaceTime Grayson.
See?
He's
Moaning,
like, dude.
Moaning and getting you laid.
Seriously.
Dude. Really?
No. Yeah. No.
So that dude's screaming.
No. But yeah, that dude was trying.
That ain't working.
Really fucking hard. And like, literally all these people are stopping and staring. Like, it got so uncomfortable.
That's uncomfortable.
Man in the tightest pants I've ever seen.
Oh, that fucking trend. Oh.
That, like, the tightest pants. The tightest.
That dude's nuts are sitting in his mouth. Those things are so tight. He just swallowed his own nuts.
And he was doing deadlifts. Okay? Like, purposely just fucking grinding that bar. And I'm just like...
How were his glutes? Do you have nice glutes?
I'm really thinking here.
Did he have some nice glutes?
I'm like, so you went from back to chest to shoulders.
Just doing
back to back?
Fucking hero.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Fucking hero lifting. He's a hero. He's your hero.
He does that for 3 hours a day every day?
He is your hero.
Huh?
How does glutes look? Did his glutes
hero,
look
baby.
good? Did he give him a slap? Did he give him a slap on the ass? No. Didn't want to break your hand.
I'll fucking punch him in the nose.
There you go.
I don't care. I will punch him in the nose.
Surprising he was able to moan like that with nuts that small, though. The pants that tight. Was it a high-pitched moan? When you got pants that tight, I mean, you're going to sound like a fucking... You're going to be screeching. Eee, eee. No? Banshee style. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got his nuts. Nuts are squished up. So they're in his mouth.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You can't wear pants that tight. Turn you into a female on the spot. Grow fucking ovaries wearing pants that tight. You know what I mean?
He thought that meant he's like a sexual predator and we're all staring at his junk. Like, legit thought that.
Well, fuck,
he might as well be the guy who sends dick pics.
He probably does. So either way, back to it. What's getting guys laid? It's not muscles. It's not huge muscles.
It's not dick pics.
Not dick
huge
pics.
Muscles
it's
and
not big
dick
muscles.
Pics.
But guys think so. What are some of the weird ones guys are doing? It's not dick pics. Yeah, no.
For most of us, it's because you treated me like a human being.
There you go.
Seriously.
There you go. There you go.
That's like the big, like you've had a real conversation with me.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. That's probably the reality of it. So being 250, 230, being the guy with the biggest biceps in the room is not going to get you laid. Very unlikely. No. It might, but it's got me laid before, but I can only think of like 2 literal experiences where a girl's like, wow, nice biceps. That was the opener.
Well, no, I remember when it was a fantasy because I hadn't had it.
That's such a small percentage. Right. It's just in general, that's not working. So guys, if you're thinking you're going to get laid because you just keep getting bigger. The bigger you get, the more laid you get. That ain't the case.
No.
It's just not going to happen.
No, it's not.
Work on you.
No.
Work on a little bit of... Have some self-evaluation and work on you.
Really?
Come on, just be you. Talk to people. Be human.
Yeah.
Work on your personality. Flex your heart. You know? Flex your personality.
Yeah.
Right? Flex your heart. Right? You know what I'm saying?
It goes a long fucking way.
A long way.
If you want
to be a monster, be a monster. It's all good. Again, I'm no one to talk, but I know that has nothing to do with getting laid. It just doesn't.
Well, and look at the way people talk about you, your clients, your family. Like, like we all know your heart. That's something we all know.
It's personality, but that's just people being, it has nothing to do with the muscles. Muscles aren't. They just, yeah. I just remember being a young guy. And that people, we all thought that. I think every young guy thinks that. I get
Right.
it, but eventually it gets to a point where it's like, we're good, but you forget.
Right.
It's just like, and if you keep getting jacked because you love it, hey, nothing wrong with that either. But just make sure you're doing it for not that reason.
Right.
Muscle equates with picking up chicks. It just doesn't. I think being in shape equates in a little bit, but again, when you get
That
excessive,
goes into the guys with cars, the guys with money, the guys with
that's true. That's true. That brings up a whole slew of
all
shit.
those things too.
Mm,
And none of those things work in the long run.
it's true. I would agree with that.
Those are short-term temporary
Short
happiness.
term, temporary, but it'd be cheaper to just get a hooker. No, it would.
Honestly. No, it really would.
It'd be cheaper to just maybe rent a hooker once or twice a week versus getting a Lambo and some flashy
But they
jewelry
make
and
the blow-up
suits and.
dolls. You know,
That's true. This fucking
they
shit's
make the blow-up
reusable.
dolls. Make them look
Shit's,
pretty human.
that's true. It's like having a bouncy house
Gamer
in the
Debbie.
yard. You have a bouncy house in the yard. You blow that up for the kids, and then you get your blow up doll in the house. You're winning. You know what I mean?
That's the same thing.
Yep.
That's the same thing.
Maybe they have one that converts. You know, it's a little peel. Just like it's like a balloon animal. Shape it.
You know, there's some on YouTube that are definitely taking
Probably.
them everywhere as people.
Probably.
No, there are.
Yeah,
There sure are.
Yeah. All right. So back to this. So guys, getting laid is not going to happen because you get some big muscles. It's just not. It might,
Nope.
but it's not in general. The bigger you get, the less chances of that happening. Just the way it is. Doesn't mean you won't get laid. Doesn't mean you're not attractive. Doesn't mean anything. Just that is not gonna be a direct equation to
No.
that.
I mean, you might be single a little longer, honestly.
Yeah. Again, and there's nothing wrong with being
Another-
jacked out of your mind. That I'm jacked, but it's not. Yeah, that's just not the what's behind it. And how when you finally you
No.
get bigger than you want to be, it takes a while to actually get smaller again. What a good time that is.
No.
What a good time.
Yeah, no.
It's just not so stop
No,
thinking.
no.
Stop thinking. Flex the personality, flex the heart, you know?
Agreed.
Flex
Treat her
it
like
all.
she's human.
Treat
just
her like
be-
she's
Be a
human.
good fucking human.
Be a good human.
She's not a weird.
That's right. All right, that episode is done.
Done.